Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. This is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, IntermediateGaming.com, and this is our Grown Women Gaming Podcast, Volume 6, y'all. Today, we're going to start something new. We're going to have a special guest every month. We are calling our player Spotlight, and our Spotlight for today is my girl, Luca. Hey, Luca, how you doing today?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? Thank you so much for having me on. I'm very excited, and I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing lovely. I'm just sitting here chilling, enjoying my weekends off, and I would like to, on behalf of everyone, thank you for joining us today. All right. Next up, you know it, CHAREECE. She been there grinding on Destiny 2. I ain't the only one, but she say hi to the people.
Yes, it's your girl CHAREECE here, just enjoying Destiny very much before I have to put it on the back burner and the rest of my fall games come out.
Okay, and today we got the engineer, aka Mr. DELILAH HD.
What's going on, everybody? Glad to be here. I love doing these, so thank you for having me on. And yeah, let's talk these games.
Okay, we're gonna talk about games and some more things and some more things and some more things. This week has been like crazy in the news world with popular people. If y'all don't know, if y'all lived under a rock, I have these two particular stories that I really want to talk about. First of all, PewDiePie saying the N-word in a live stream, and it just slipped out the mouth, and everybody had a lot of things to say about it. Right. Also, as well, if you guys don't know, TMARTN, he's another big YouTuber. I used to watch him before this incident happened with him. He got caught promoting, I guess, gambling on his CSGO website, knowing that he owned it. Him and another partner of his, they closed the case this week, and they don't get no jail time. All they do is pay fines, and that's it. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to start that off. Oh, what's up? Is that LBOOGIE in there?
Yeah, she jumped in here.
Yes, it is I.
Oh, okay. Well, do your intro real quick, and then we can start on this topic.
Oh, what's up, everybody? It's LBOOGIE coming in late.
It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes we got to be late sometimes. Thanks for stopping by, LBOOGIE. So who wants to start this topic off first?
I mean, I guess I'll go because I didn't get a chance to kind of say my piece on G.W.G last night. So I've never been a huge, PewDiePie fan or anything like that. But I do think it was very disrespectful. Because I'm not a fan of the word in general, no matter how it's phrased, how it's said, anything like that. I mean, so I'm a little bit, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I'm not surprised, if that makes sense. And as far as the Martin thing, with him not getting any jail time for gambling on his site, I think that's some BS. I mean, because you're stealing from people at that point. But that's all I got to say on that.
Oh, okay. I understand. CHAREECE?
In a way, I'm kind of like DELILAH. I don't watch the dude. I don't even know how to pronounce his name correctly because he just is not my cup of tea. He doesn't do anything for me. I've watched a couple of his clips, but he's not entertaining to me. But this is not the first time he said something off the wall, and that's the best way I'm going to describe it, by being nice. And
I heard he slipped up again, too, earlier today.
Yesterday. I seen the video.
Yeah. He honestly, his sponsors, and they need to drop him. Make an example of him and show him that this language is not called for. He's promoting it. He just think, oh well, it's just a word. No, boo, it's not a word.
Well, do you feel like because he has such a big platform, do you think that's part of the reason, why, because there are a lot of Black people that say the N-word a ton, and they're not gonna pull endorsements for them. Then you can make that kind of argument.
But they're not saying it with the hard R.
That's true. The hard R. I agree with that.
He said it with the hard R. So that was that was what messed it up. And then when he tried to say it again with this earlier clip, he tried to say my nig, and he stopped himself. And he's like, I can't even, no, you can't even say that. No. You can't even say that.
And so it just bugs me. Like, you know, you're not supposed to say that. That ain't your word. You're nowhere near that word. So
yeah, we own that word. You can't say that word.
Yeah, you wouldn't be upset if I went around calling people Becky's all the time. Now,
yeah, I mean, it's like I don't get it. What about how you feel about it, LBOOGIE?
She muted.
Sorry, I had to be on mute. No, I had to be on mute for a second. But you know, I was thinking about it earlier, and the fact that he said it again today just kind of like lets you know that it's that type of talking is ingrained in him. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that he needs to be punished. You know, when we have problems with our kids and they doing an action that, you know, we don't want them to continue, we give them a consequence, right? Because we don't want them to keep, you know, behaving that way. So by them letting him you know, saying he's all right, you know, him saying that, they're basically saying, you know, this bad behavior is rewarded.
Mm.
So Luca? You know, they.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead, Boogie.
I was just gonna say that you know, he needs to have those consequences, same consequences as everybody else. You know, people would like to say, oh, well, if you know, you were saying cracker is not the same thing. Cracker is not the same connotation it is for white people. It's just not. You know, there is no, you know, derogatory word for them. So, you know, you can't equate the two.
Yeah, I do agree.
And if people don't know what cracker means, that was the pretty much the slave owners with them cracking the whip. So there's nothing really negative associated with the cracker anyway. So I don't understand why that was always considered like negative if it was said. So I completely agree with you, Boogie, on that.
I thought cracker was like an actual cracker, like dry, a little bit of salt on it and brittle. I mean,
no, that's not what it derived
for cracking. Basically, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's not. That's not what it's derived from. But okay.
Okay, Luca. How do you feel about this situation with TMARTN and PewDiePie?
I feel very strongly about it, and I vocalized how I felt about it on Twitter for most of the week. I also went on Porter Rock's show and talked about it a lot. My issue, you know, obviously it's an issue that he said it, but the thing of it is, he wasn't sorry that he said it. He was sorry he said it on air, you know, so that everyone could see it. He probably uses that language all the time, especially with how easily it slipped out. My real issue was with everyone who is defending him. People who are just like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just a word, blah, blah, blah. You're so sensitive. Like, just get over it. Don't give the word power. I'm sorry. You cannot take power away from that word just because you wish it away or you try to will it away. That word has so many negative connotations. It was derived to keep Black people down. And you can't pretend like that history does not exist, that did not happen. You cannot will away the fact that our people were enslaved for hundreds of years. You can't pretend like that didn't happen just because you're like, well, you know, don't give the word any power. Yet, God forbid, I call someone racist, and then they get like, what? I'm not racist. How dare you call me racist? People get more upset about you calling them racist than they do about people using racial slurs. Mm-hmm. And then everyone wants to just be like, oh, you're a social justice warrior. First of all, that term is fucking stupid. Like, it's stupid. It doesn't mean anything. You realize how, like, people just don't even seem to realize how dumb they sound when they say stuff like that. And I already, like, I've been very outspoken, and I've been called the N-word a bunch of times this week, and I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't feel anything about it. And not because I'm desensitized to the word at this point, because I've been called it all my life, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like, people seem to think that when I say, yeah, it's not okay for him to use this word, that I'm like butthurt, or I'm like crying in the corner or some bullshit like that. First of all, Black people have thicker skin than that because we have to. It's just how it is. The system's against us, you know? So I'm not like upset about that. I'm kind of like, whatever. I expected this from PewDiePie. Like, I never liked him. And he got into that incident with the whole kill all Jews thing. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised this dude's probably racist. Whatever. But it was people coming to me like, well, it's not that big of a deal, Luca. Get over it, Luca. It's just a word, Luca. And I'm like, okay, well, like, you're just telling me that you're an idiot here. The thing of it is that people are willfully ignorant. They choose to be ignorant because they do not care, because it does not affect them. No one has empathy for each other. if it doesn't affect you, you're just like, whatever. It's like, I don't understand how people can be like, oh, well, it's fine that they said it. You don't have any ties to that word. You cannot claim ownership of that word anymore. Like, just stop it. And honestly, I'm with Delilah here. Black people shouldn't be using it either. You know, you don't see other people of color calling each other variations of words that were meant to demean them. You don't hear that. It's just Black people. And everyone just tries to make justifications about it. But honestly, us using the N-word, and not even the ER word, because I just want to point out that I don't hear Black people calling each other that with a hard R, okay? That does not happen. But us using any variation of a word that was meant to bring us down is not okay, because it gives other races the justification to use it. Because they're like, well, if they can use it, why can't I? First of all, you can't use it because you're white, and white people used it to enslave Black people. That is the difference, if you really want to go into it. But it shouldn't be used at all, so we can stop giving them the justification to use it against us.
I completely agree with you. When I was younger, I used to say my nigga all the time, and I used to say it to everyone. I didn't care who you are. If I felt like I wanted to say it, I felt it was my word, because me as a person of color, and I can say it as many times as I want to say it. As I grew more into an adult, I knew I really understood what the meaning of the word was, and I tried my best, saying it less and less. You know what I'm saying? Now you hear me say "cuz" all the time, "cuz" this and "cuz" that, because you guys are absolutely right. That word is not nigger or nigga. That word doesn't show any positivity. People glorify that word in rap music, and it thinks everything is okay. And people that are non-Black will absorb that, and they'll think, oh, because they can use it, we can use it too. And this is what happens. You have a guy from Sweden. I ain't never seen PewDiePie hang out with no African Americans, no Latinos. I have not seen this man hang out with people like that. And for him to say that word, I felt disgusted with him and a little with myself. You know what I mean? Because I used to say it all the time. And I see how my closest friends, my closest associates, my people around me, how would they feel if I keep saying it to them and knowing how they feel? You guys understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So out of respect, I feel what all of you guys are saying. And for the people that are defending it, y'all, that's suspect as fuck.
It is.
Because you gotta understand, just like Jay-Z said in that song, it don't matter what we do, how much money we got, how much we accomplish, we still gonna be a nigga. And we have to work harder, especially in the gaming industry, to get noticed. And for you to be on public and try to tell another colored person, oh, you shouldn't be worried about that word, it don't mean nothing. You look like a coon or a kiss asser, or you got PewDiePie paint in your pocket. I just don't get it. And that goes for all the other derogatory words that people say on stream as well. You know what I mean? If you in the company of your own home and you're not streaming and you're hanging around your friends, you got the right to say whatever you want to say. You should be around people that's not going to judge you. But if you're going to portray yourself in the industry, especially in the internet world, you got to conduct yourself better than that.
And the craziest part to me is that, most of these people forget that they all were transplants, and really all of them, Scottish, Italians, they were all persecuted at one point in time, but they all forget how quickly they forget. And it's always, let's point at the lowest common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
And for TMARTN, I looked at that article and I'm like, you raggedy son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. Because you knew not only did you have a website that you own that had gambling on it and you promoted it to other kids, these kids will go get their parents' credit cards and spend money on that. But and you get caught, and then I'm like, okay, you gonna get jail time? Nah, they don't get jail time. They just get fined and a slap
You know
on
how
the
much they
wrist.
were fined?
How much did they at least get probation?
No, I don't think so. All they got was fine. I think like I don't know what the dollar amount. Probably maybe I want to say at least 100 racks at the least.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up.
But no jail time. So, I just be on that note with this subject. Just be as genuinely as you could possibly be. And sometimes your words, they may not mean nothing to you, but it means something to somebody else.
Yes, that's right.
And y'all just be careful with what you say and who you say it to. So PewDiePie ain't gonna learn until he end up like losing real money off that shit.
Like I said, he needs a real consequence.
Yeah.
Game developers or whatever is taking his.
Yeah, but it's like a game that's not even like a big game. Like he needs like some big people to like pull.
Okay, Firewatch, it was alright.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Firewatch, it was alright, but that's like a step. Like there's gonna be it's gonna be people following suit too.
I'm just mad it took him like 2 days for the initial response. Like it took him like 2 days after the video came out. It took him 2 days to respond. He put a video out before that, before the apology video even. And
like I said, he doesn't care that he said it. He just cares that he said it on stream. Yeah,
that part. He said it too smooth. It's way too smooth.
Yeah, too easy. Yeah, it was way too easy.
He said it better than I do.
Yeah, I would never say it with the hard art. Point blank. Period.
I said,
like you said, ain't no black people calling black people with a hard R. Like exactly. Gonna get slapped.
I know.
They'll learn better. They'll know better sooner or later. Anyway, on to our next topic. Did you guys see the article about the Tokyo Game Show?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't. Just be real, because I haven't even been thinking about. Only thing I've been thinking about is Destiny. It's been on my mind like all the time. So I haven't really focused on Tokyo Game Show.
So has anybody watched it or seen it or read the article? Because if not, because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys too, man. When you got Destiny 2 on the brain,
you can't really think of nothing else.
I can't really think of something else. But since we on that topic, then we'll just talk about Destiny 2. Who got it? Everybody.
Yeah, everyone has it.
Everybody got
everyone has it.
Okay. We're gonna start with DELILAH.
Okay, good. I'm glad you start with me because I am nowhere near you guys level or light level.
How you feel about the game, the story?
My God, I like it way better than the first one. I can easily see how they can expand on the game already. I haven't finished the story yet, so I don't know where that's gonna go, but I'm enjoying it. Like I'm level 16, and my light level is like 148. So I'm trying to get to 20 as fast as I can, and then I can work to 280 from that point. But
you gotta finish that story, girl.
I know, it's so fun though. I'm really enjoying it. Like, it's good. It's very good. Like,
do you think DELILAH? I'm gonna ask you a quick question after you thought about it. You think Destiny 2 could be Game of the Year contender?
Ooh, no, I have to see what else comes out because they got some other stuff dropping soon. But it's definitely fun. I don't think I'm gonna say Game of the Year because I'm pretty big on like the single player games being Game of the Year. To me, it's all encompassing, like the story, like I don't know. I wouldn't put a multiplayer game like Destiny in that pool, but it's the fun factor is definitely there, man. And what's crazy, I'm enjoying the game, and I haven't really been playing with anybody. Like I've been playing it by myself. And I'm really enjoying it, even with it just being me and not, teaming up with anybody and stuff like that. And I had to give you in comparison, like I had a hard time with Destiny 1 playing by myself. Like I could not get as engaged with the game. It's so much better. It's like even with doing the random events that happen, like everything is so much more polished. And I think that's what I get from it the most is just how polished it is and how it feels. And it feel like even when you just do like the little side missions or whatever, it's like it's a dialogue that goes throughout the entire process. It doesn't feel as empty as Destiny 1. And so it's just more appealing to me. I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Luca, tell us about your experience with Destiny 2. Is this your first time around? Have you played Destiny 1? Tell us how you feel.
All right, so I played a little bit of Destiny 1 because it came with my console, but I was like, okay, like I played it for 10 minutes and I put it down. But I saw one of my friends, like he was playing it because he picked it up from Redbox. So I was like, okay, well, that's a easy way for me to do it. Because honestly, seeing all of your friends playing this game on your friends list, you're kind of just like, okay. So I tried it on Redbox. First mission, I was hooked. I was like, I love this. And I got it Sunday, and I'm now light level 245 and level 20. So I've been like nonstop on that game.
Wow.
Well, do you think, Luca, is this going to be a game of the year contender?
No, because Zelda came out this year. Did Zelda come out this year?
I should have known.
You are right. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, Zelda came out
Yeah.
this year. If Zelda hadn't have come out, there would be Horizon Zero Dawn. So no.
Okay. Me, as everybody know, I've been late. I'm late on a Destiny game, so I played it late, and like the last 6 months of Destiny 1 life, I played it. I didn't know the story. I was confused about the story. I was getting lost in the worlds. I didn't know where to go. I was just playing the multiplayer aspect of the game. So my experience was you know what I mean? But Destiny 2, I have not played a game like continuously this long in a long time. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I play a game, I'll dip off, play 2, 3 more different games and get back to the game I played initially. But Destiny 2, I've been on it all week. The story, I'm not spoiling it.
Please don't.
I enjoyed the story. I can't wait for the DLCs to come out and bring more story into the original story. I don't know, whoever wrote the score to that game, I have to give props to him because the music.
They had one of the people from Halo come and do the score.
Of course they did.
It's awesome.
It sounds like
It's
it.
awesome.
If that's, I mean, because it's great.
It's just so
great.
good. It's just, I mean, I get in the game and one. I mean, people. I don't know about you, but music to me, it's a key component in a video game other than the story. Because if the music don't match the story, then it'll be out of sync and you will not be immersed in the game. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when there's certain areas in the game and the music starts to set in, or if you go to a certain side quest and a certain music comes in, you get more immersed. And personally, I love that shit. You know what I mean? I enjoy it. So whoever did that, I need to find out who they is so I can thank them because they did a hell of a good score. Gathering loot, like there's a lot of opportunities to get your level up. It's not like you only do a certain, just do like 1 or 2 things. There's like really 5 or 6 different things you can do to level up. You can do adventures, you can do quests, you can do after the story mode, there's like lightweight story missions that you do as well. You got the strikes, you got the multiplayer, and you got Flashpoint, and you got if your light level's high enough, you can do raids. You know what I mean? And I shouldn't hear nobody say, "Oh, I can't level up. I don't know what to do," or "I don't know where to level up." There's just more opportunities for leveling up opportunities to occur. So, is this game of the year contender? No, but I know they're going to win an award somewhere this year. Maybe best story or best score or best multiplayer. But game of the year, it's a no for me.
There's just so many good other games coming out too that it's not even out yet that are going to compete with it. But so we have to see. We still got some time left in the year. It's too early to call it. Put it this way.
It's September. Don't they like do games awards in like November?
Yeah, something like that. But see, that couple months is key though, because you still got Call of Duty, you still got Wolfenstein, the Evil Within 2. Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay.
There's still so many good games that's still pending. So you can't just say, "Oh yeah, it's Destiny," and you haven't, really got deep with the other games that's not out yet. So
I feel you. I respect that. LBOOGIE, tell us your experience. Tell us your experience with Destiny 2.
I mean, I already love Destiny. I was already on the Destiny train since Destiny 1. I mean, I know it had its issues, but the game is still fun. It's like there's something about
crack, man.
Yes,
crack.
it is crack. It is gamer crack. Oh my God. Like I had to pull myself away 2 days ago and say, you need to take a break, motherfucker. and take care of some business. Because I was, you just like get engulfed in it and you're, constantly trying to move forward, which is good because there's always somewhere to go. There's never a low point. And like they really came out of the gate with event after event. So the end game was already strong. So like last week we got our first Nightfall. This week we got a new Nightfall. We also got the raid this week. And then on Friday we got Trials of 9. So it's like, the game is like built for end game. People are like, oh, how do you like that game? And people are done with the story in 2 days. It's like, because the story is like one little part of the game. Like the end game is probably like 80% of the game. And it's like so enjoyable. Like, and I'm surprised, Delilah, that you weren't able to run Destiny 1 by yourself, because I played by myself most of the time with Destiny 1.
I played it by myself on Destiny 1, but the experience wasn't as engaging as Destiny 2.
And then
that's how it was for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I played Destiny and all the DLC for Destiny 1, but it didn't. For some reason, Destiny 2 just feels tighter. I don't even know how to explain it to you better. I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, I feel like something's always got me moving you along in the game. I felt like sometimes with Destiny 1, parts of it felt so empty,
Yeah, like the first
and repetitive, so.
This first DLC that's coming out is really going to be the test, because like last time the first DLC was like nothing. So like I already feel some type of way knowing that I was already able to download the 2 DLC packs, which is kind of like, I hope we're not in for the same bullshit, because I'm gonna be pissed. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I'm at 274 right now.
Yeah.
So
she ready. Yeah, ready.
No, you really aren't ready. I'm trying to get to 280 to be ready, because most of people, I read up today that you actually get penalized for being 260. Like when you get to the big boss, you don't do as much damage. Like, so if you're 260, you're only doing 40% damage on them. Like, it's nothing.
Man, that's some bullshit, man. I'm at 257, level 20, and that means I still got a long way to go.
No, you don't. You can get that tonight.
I can get it tonight?
You can get it tonight.
Okay. I hope so. Because the struggle's real. The struggle's real.
I knew that Destiny was a problem though when I was like eating lunch today. Because we went out with a couple of my husband's friends, and like the only thing I was thinking about was Destiny. I'm like, okay,
really?
I'm officially really this game.
You have a problem.
That's
now.
How you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know. That's how you know.
It's like, I just want to play Destiny. I said, I don't want to do anything else, but I just want to play. I told my husband, I'm like, it's Saturday, and I really don't want to do anything but play Destiny. Like, I don't. He was like, well, we got to go meet my friends. I'm like, okay, cool, we can do that. When we come back, I'm playing Destiny. And I was like, oh, I got a podcast at 6. I'm like, okay. After that,
I think half of everybody here is going to be playing Destiny after they get off the podcast.
That's right.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. I was playing Destiny like 30 minutes before I hopped on. I woke up. Okay, so I went to bed at 3:15 playing Destiny. Woke up at 9:45. Went to go get my nails done. Came home and played Destiny. It's all I'm doing. It's all I've done all week.
Is that crack?
It's all I think about at work. It's bad.
CHAREECE, tell us how you feel about Destiny. Are you satisfied?
I am extremely satisfied with Destiny 2. I had a love-hate relationship with Destiny 1. I loved it, but then I hated it because, again, after a while, the story was in. You ran out of stuff to do. It was just, I expected more from Bungie. But Destiny 2 is, oh my God, I love it so much. When you finally beat that story, the last like 2 or 3 missions are awesome. Like you
No
know
spoilers?
Bungie knows how to tell a good story. You know Bungie knows how to do a story, and they finally came together and did it this time. They did it right. Then the end game content it's nice. It's very nice, and I got so many exotics. I'm working on my next one right now. I think, like I said, I'm sitting around 270 something. I have no idea what, but I'm trying to get to 280, like Ale said, because I want to do that raid so bad. But they did a better job on this one. Like Delilah said, it's polished more. It's just it's just a better game all over. They did so much better on this one.
Guess that's it. I don't know.
Yeah. No. My bad.
Yeah.
I had a quick technical difficulty I had to take care of. CHAREECE, is this going to be Game of the Year, or you think it's going to win some awards this year?
It is going to be winning some awards, but it will not be my Game of the Year because I do not see multiplayer game being Game of the Year.
Well, y'all got to remember, Overwatch won last year, though.
It did.
It did, but I don't know.
You don't think? Okay,
it's too early. I think it's still too early. Assassin's Creed, I gotta see that. I gotta see Shadow of War.
No,
I don't. It's so many other games.
I don't think it's too early. I don't think multiplayer games should win Game of the Year. You should have a story of some sort in your game to be Game of the Year.
Technically, this one has one.
Yeah, it does though.
Yeah, but where?
Yeah, but I gotta go look online. I gotta go read comics. I'm lazy. I just want to get down and play my game, and you tell me the story right then and there. I don't want to have to search this shit out. That's too much work.
That's the thing with Destiny 2. You don't really have to search out the story, which is awesome. Which is what I'm finding out. Right.
There you go. And you had to do that in Destiny 1.
Yeah. Well, but I don't know. For me, that's my cop-out answer is the fact that it's too many games still left on the table that's not out yet. And once I play through Assassin's Creed, which will be a first for me because I'm not a huge fan of Assassin's Creed, so I'm pulled in by like the fighting, the new combat system, and Egypt. Like I'm ready to see what that game's gonna be, and then kind of revisit Destiny 2 and kind of be able to decide from there. Like I said, I think it's too early to just put the crown on Destiny 2, even though it has like all the nice nuances and story and things. It is cracked though.
It is cracked.
I'm just not ready to crown it. I'm not ready to crown it. I think it's giving the other games a disservice.
Okay. I feel you. Everybody loves Destiny on the panel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Next up on the list, we're gonna do our player spotlight. It's all on this. The floor is gonna be yours, Luca. Now I know you personally. I first met you when I was on She Wolf's Console Corner. Ladies Corners podcast. Yeah, that's where I met her. How you get into gaming? What is your favorite genre of gaming? How did you get into these gaming streets?
All right, so how did I get into gaming? So my brother had an Xbox 360, so I would play with him. And then I bought a PlayStation 3, and I started playing a lot of the RPG games because I couldn't buy a lot of games because I didn't have a job. I didn't have a lot of money, so I would choose the games that had the most content so I wouldn't have to worry about getting bored or anything like that. My favorite genre is actually RPGs, but I've branched out quite a bit since I've joined the Xbox community, and I've tried a lot of shooters, which has been fun, but I still prefer RPG games. I started, as you said, I called into Mooch and Crap show, MNC Mornings, and She Wolf noticed me, and she asked me to be on Ladies Night, and so I came on as a guest, and then she was like, okay, want to be a panel member? And I was like, sure. And I was really nervous because I had never done anything like that. I'm sure you guys probably remember me not talking and then going dead silent because I couldn't figure out what I did with my mic. I was pretty much panicking. But, I've been a guest on many shows ever since then, and now I'm on a panel member for this Xbox-centric show called RDX Podcast. It's on Dealer Gaming's channel. And then I have a podcast with X Blue Rendezvous. It's called Speak, and it's not gaming related. We've pulled many people from the community, including Delilah and Lady Infamous, and we've had them on, and we just talk about life. And it's been really cool. It's awesome.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, how you feel about gaming personally this year? Like, are you enjoying it, or are you not enjoying it? Are you waiting for like towards the end of the year, things like that?
Well, this has been a good year for me. I've tried a lot of new games, especially with Xbox like backwards compatibility stuff. So I've tried some games there. I tried out Wolfenstein: The New Order because the new Wolfenstein coming out, and I thought it looked cool, and that game's awesome. So I'm really looking forward to picking up the sequel. I've played through Gears 1 through 3, and then I played Gears Ultimate. I'm playing Gears of War 4. I've tried some Halo, got into Destiny. Like I feel like I've played more games this year than I have and ever since I started gaming. Because the thing with me is that I'll choose a certain game and then I'll play it to completion. And like I played The Witcher 3 twice. Like I played through it twice. I
still can't believe that.
Damn, I didn't even play it once. I got awesome. The game. I got the game, not the complete edition, but I got the base game. But you beat it twice. That's like 200 hours, 300 hours.
It's awesome. Like I put a lot of work into that. I played it on the higher difficulties. I've played Dark Souls like several times. I beat Dark Souls 3-4 times. Like I just play my games over and over again until I'm like just super, because I get into the lore, I get into the story, I get into the combat, and I like, especially with role-playing games, I like to role play, really get into it. So, but I've tried like a lot of different games and a lot of different genres this year, and I didn't think I would be able to get into a game like Destiny 2, but All Day Digital, who's all like, Luca, girl, skip a game, I know you'd like it. I'm like, sir, I don't know what you're talking about, but he was right. Like you never know what you might like. You should just always give it a try. So it's been a good year. It's been a good year for me so far. Really looking forward to the new Wolfenstein. That's the first game I'm going to play on my Xbox One X, and then I'm going to play Assassin's Creed because that looks amazing. Going to pick up the new Call of Duty, so it's going to be a good end of the year.
You're going to get the new Call of Duty. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That zombies mode looks pretty cool, and it's by the same people who did Dead Space, and I'm a huge Dead Space fan.
That is great. I didn't know that they were doing the story.
Yeah, they're doing the Nazi zombies, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's a plus for me, because it's a plus for me. Ladies, do you have any questions for Luca?
Man, no, she did a really good job of like giving her a synopsis, man. I mean, she out here, man, with the whole Xbox games. She's all, I'm proud of you, man. I'm like,
girl, thank you.
Yes, man.
Yes.
Because I do remember when you joined, when you came on to the ladies' night panel and stuff like that, and how quiet you were, and you're a little bit timid, but man, it's great to see the maturation and things like that. So it's awesome.
Yeah, you guys were there from day one, so you really have seen how I've gone from quiet to starting fights on Twitter. Yeah.
Because of everybody on Twitter. Her making like long posts and people replying with LOL. She doesn't like either.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thanks. At least someone realizes that.
Well, I do enjoy that, you really enjoy gaming. You really speak your mind and you really down to earth. And, and we need more people like that. And I appreciate you. I appreciate knowing you and, getting to know you and seeing you grow. Because I like that shit. I really want to say.
Yeah, you guys have always been really good to me, and I'm just happy that I've met everyone in the community and I've grown closer to people, and I really feel like it's important for everyone to speak their mind and be honest, because there's just too many people who just lie. There's just too many people who lie, and
they also
bandwagon, just jump on the train, and they don't that too. They just don't think for themselves. They just follow whatever's popular, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, even if whatever is popular is like insane, it's just like crazy, like logically does not make any sense, people will go with it, and I'll just be like, what? What? And then it's good because there are people who are like, thank you, Luca, because I was thinking the same thing, but I don't have the same, like, I'm fortunate enough to have a voice in this community and have a platform where I can speak on, and then there are people like, thank you for being honest and saying this, because no one would listen to me. And like, even if I said something, I feel like it wouldn't get out there. Like, thank you for just speaking out against the nonsense. And I'm like, yeah, of course, because I'm never going to pretend to be something I'm not or just try to follow along with the crowd, because I genuinely do not care enough to do that, is really what it comes down to. You know, I've never cared about being popular or getting people to like me. I am who I am. And if you don't like me, there's plenty of people in this world.
Great. Well, that was our player spotlight. Well, Luca, thank you for like.
I'm like, what is Infamous eating over there? She is like,
because she is
getting down right now, like getting down.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna stop. I thought. I'm sorry.
Eat your snacks before the show.
I know, right?
This is what happened. I was playing Destiny this morning. And then I woke up. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I truly apologize for that.
That's cool.
I truly apologize for that.
No, just blame Destiny. We good.
Blame Destiny.
I know, right?
You like, I thought I had it muted. Fanboy. Luca, thank you again. Thank you for your insight. I really appreciate your honest words on that note.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all seen Lawbreakers numbers?
Oh God.
Oh, they're horrible. Oh, sorry, that was loud.
It's pretty bad.
My bad.
They worse. How are they
I
worse?
remember listening to RDX and Luca was like, how many? Like, what?
Oh. Those numbers were low. I mean, we spoke on this like a month ago about these numbers, and the numbers are actually lower than they were.
It's 200. It's in the 200s at this point. 270 something, I think.
Well, I know one day it only had 50 on there.
Oh, how many?
50 out of 1,000.
So basically, it's Cliffy B and his family and friends.
Basically.
It's the staff.
Cliffy B is
Who
such a
made the
dick.
game.
I can't imagine he has that.
Right.
Many
Yeah, I
like,
don't know. You know, people flock to money, so you know they'll go ahead and stick around.
Oh my
They'll deal with some
God.
Think about the
assholes.
development team is like, what, 50 people? Like, oh, God, dude.
There you go. That's right. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
it's
It's
a
the
development
people who
team.
made the game
Yeah.
and their friends.
Oh,
Those are the ones playing.
No, it's not. The people who made this game haven't even played this game.
Man, the people who made this game are playing Overwatch.
Oh, you guys are cold. You guys are cold-blooded. But those numbers are ridiculous. He did a little interview like a little bit ago, trying to save face on his stuff.
Yeah, so he said he gotta put he won't let it die or something like that. Something along those lines. I stopped reading it. I'm like, I don't feel like reading it.
I read it.
So
it was funny.
Yeah, I read through some of it and I was like, I've been very outspoken about Cliffy because, you know, I don't have that attachment to him because I didn't play Gears until this year.
right.
But I'm just kind of like, you can't be an asshole to people who would potentially buy your game. Like, you just cannot do that, okay? It's not business smart. Like, gamers live in a what have you done for me lately kind of mindset. So even though you have this appeal behind you, people are like, if you're going to be an asshole to them, they're not going to be cool with that. And his game is done, he's done so badly. And he's just like, yeah, I should have been less of a jerk on Twitter. I'm like, no shit, sir. Like, really, like, failure really has a way of humbling some people. I mean, honestly.
They said let me look at these numbers. The peak concurrent player figure was 181. I think that was this article was probably like what, 2 days? Yesterday.
Everything was
yesterday, and the all-time peak was 7,482 players. So
all time. Wow.
All time.
Yeah, that means it's never been popular.
Yeah.
Ever.
I'm telling you, when I saw it on E3 and nobody was there, and
it was a lot of advertisement. They had like the big board from on the outside of the building. I know you guys remember that.
I remember.
No, I don't.
At E3, they had this huge billboard on the outside of the building that had Lawbreakers on the PlayStation side. I mean, it was gigantic. It took over like half the wall on the outside next to where those food trucks were.
Mm-hmm.
So they done paid a lot of money in advertising and all that stuff. So I don't know. Maybe it's got to be the game. It just got to be the game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it had a big presence in E3,
right?
But it wasn't like people was like clamoring in to get in like Destiny 2 and Call of Duty.
Right. Did nobody come say, yo, did you play that yet? No.
No, you play Lawbreakers yet, cuz? No,
Yeah,
man.
no,
I just sat there.
Right.
Sat there and just, you know, played with my phone a little bit. That was Lawbreaker area was a good place to just sit and take a break. Sit down and take a break from all that walking.
Damn. You talking about us. Look how you just did this.
I was like, ran over
You
them
just
and
said it was the
backed
break area.
Yeah, it was a break area. That's exactly what it was. You saw two groups of people playing Lawbreakers, and people was not even paying attention to the game. So people saying, I think he said it was something about Destiny season of like it was the wrong time to.
But he knew that though. Like they already been announced their game.
But yeah, ain't his game been out for like 2 months?
I don't know. I don't even know the release date. I mean, to be honest with you.
Also, it came out like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it came out the same time as like Hellblade, and that game. It's a single player story driven game, which appeals more to the PlayStation audience.
That's right. I just find it interesting that his quote. So I just kind of want to I'll glance through the article. Like he got this quote here that says, "I'm going to continue to iterate on the game and continue to add to it and try to be less of a dick." Honestly, like you shouldn't have that part. Mm-hmm.
Well, he should have, and then it wasn't like a multi-plat game, so you fucked yourself up with that one too. You probably would have had more people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just only on what, PC and PS4, right?
PlayStation and PC, yeah.
And I've heard that he used to insult the PC fan base as well. So
he was insulting Xbox fan base, insulting PC. He didn't care. Like he just says whatever, you know.
Like what did he expect to happen? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. I have absolutely no idea.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna be a bitch, but I want you guys to come to my party. I'm gonna have the bomb ass shit, dollar store chips and dollar store sandwiches, and I'm gonna be like, only happy motherfuckers can go. But no,
yeah, but
my party gonna be the best party. No, you can't. If you have to, this is like simple like business 101. If you're trying to sell a product, you cannot be a dick. You cannot be an asshole. You gotta be squeaky clean and be good to everyone. Even if you just putting it on PC and PlayStation, you should at least be more courteous and, you know, not be a dick. Exactly, not be a dick.
Yeah, because people don't have to buy your game. I mean, one of the things too is just like, I mean, come on, man. Like I don't know. He shouldn't have. I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't have made that type of approach. But he's always been like that, and I guess he think that, you know, just because that's the way he does, that people are just gonna, because of his name recognition alone, that people are gonna flock to his game. But some people, like Luca said, like they don't owe you anything because you made Gears. They don't. You know, a lot of people don't even know who you are, buddy. Like some of us older original Xbox heads, like know, but some people don't. Like they don't care about what Cliff's doing. Like, I don't know. I have a completely different thought process when it comes to him and how he's treated certain situations. It's like, be professional. At some point, you just gotta be professional.
Yeah.
So,
Chareece, you got something to say about Lawbreakers? Or you?
Has anybody played it on this panel?
No, nobody played it. I'm sorry, Chareece. Nobody played it.
Chareece, mom ain't played that game.
It's like
a thing to say. It's because it's horrible how he's done Xbox gamers. I played Gears since day one. And I, like Delilah said, I didn't know who he was. I just played Gears because my ex-boyfriend brought it home, and then I fell in love with the characters, and then I started paying attention to him and to the development. But after a while, I just stopped paying attention to him, and because he was talking out his ass, and I was like, listening to that. Just give me your game, and you go shut up. But he left. Like, okay, you still making games, so I'm a pay attention to you. But then when I started reading articles, I was going through his Twitter feed, and I was like, dude, you still talking out your ass. Let me leave you alone. And that's about where we still at with him. Yeah.
I hope in his next game endeavors, he can learn for what he did here, if he can get one. Because if you flop on the game,
hard head make a soft ass. Hard head.
Yeah, it does. Now, do you guys think that he can turn it around? That's my question. Do you think he can really kind of like say,
not on Lawbreakers?
they had to change the name of the game?
Wait,
no, he got to make a.
They are. They're doing remarketing. They're changing the branding or something on it. I read. They finna do a whole rebranding of this whole game to bring it more to the forefront of people's attention. But I honestly think they're gonna. What? They're trying to, because apparently people don't know what the hell it is, and I'm like, well, that's probably because they weren't paying attention to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of hope it does turn around because, you know, I'm just hopeful like that, but I don't see it.
You feel like because Overwatch needs competition? Like, I mean, I don't even know how to. I mean, maybe rebranding will help, but even, I mean, it comes down to the fundamentals of the game. You know, I only know maybe one person that has actually played it, and that's what's his name? K Mega. It's like the only person I've spoke to that has actually like played the game. I don't know anyone else that has played it.
Me neither.
That's sad, you know. And I don't even have a desire to play the game. It just never really appealed to me. It just felt like Overwatch, like another Overwatch. Like, oh, they copying Overwatch. That's how I took it. That's how I felt. I felt the same way about the other game that's similar to. That's I can't remember the name of it, but it begins with a B.
Battleborn.
That's it. Yeah, I feel the same way about that. And I heard that Battleborn was actually played different and wasn't exactly like Overwatch or anything like that. But it was just it was another arena shooter, but it was just definitely different and had more interesting characters. But that's as far as it goes for me.
Luca, you got something to say about Lawbreakers?
Yeah, I don't think that he can turn it around. That game's dead. Like, it would take a miracle for him to. How
right?
many?
They
like,
would have to be like every
200?
match you get like $20. Like
something. You would have to pay them to come play his game. Like, it's dead, dude. Like, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything he could do. It would really have to be a miracle for him to recover.
Like what CHAREECE said, like a rebranding.
You can't rebrand shit,
that's what
man.
I read.
I'm telling you, man. Sorry.
Nah, that game's dead.
Y'all, they finna go into the back room, mix some shit up, and come back, and it's gonna be looking, smelling, and pretty and stuff. It might be the same shit, but it's gonna look just different. So
polished poo-poo.
Yeah, remember that's still shit though. You can't rebrand shit. I mean,
they will probably have to take his name off.
Okay, what if it was free to play? Like, because I know you're talking about free to play model. And all of that. What would you guys? I still can't see myself playing that game. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
She can't even get the sentence out.
If they would have did free to play with hella microtransaction, I think All Day said that yesterday.
Yeah.
First quarter, his numbers would have probably got better.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't gonna turn down no free game, even if it's shit.
I'll try it.
I don't know because I got pissed with Titanfall 2. And I said, oh, when it's on EA Access, I'm going to play it. I downloaded that shit and have never played it.
Yeah, really?
This is true.
Oh,
I really think that if Cliffy had been more humble and he hadn't completely just been a jackass to the Xbox community, and if he I think this game would have done better on Xbox because people would have gotten it just because they respect him. If he hadn't have been such an asshole. You know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, he made his grave. I feel bad for his development team, but not for him. Like, that dude's a douchebag, and it's karma's a bitch. Like,
it is.
Like, you can't be an asshole for so long and not expect anything to happen to you. It's just, it does not work like that.
I guess he figured that the PlayStation 4 crowd would carry the game, and he could just say whatever he want because they have a large install base. But we know that the PlayStation crowd don't really buy game. They red box a lot of their stuff. So I mean, it's just like a known thing.
Plus, it's not really a game that appeals to that crowd. Like, PlayStation is for single player games for the most part, and then Xbox is for multiplayer games. Like, this is something that's been established even before I even started gaming. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, whatever.
Put a 40 out on them because that game's a wrap.
Put a 40 out.
40 out. OE40.
Like early 2000s, late 90s, 40s.
Okay, right. That's what I'm talking about. It's a wrap for him. Like I said, I hope he learned his lesson. You know, a new Tomb Raider movie's coming out, right? next year.
You're not hyped about that?
Who not hyped?
No, I want my damn. I'm not hyped. I want my damn game. Factor. Fuck the movie.
I'm telling you. And I only can be able to see one picture. Excuse me. It looked like Lara Croft video game version of her.
Yeah, they basing it off the game, the new reboot instead of like the older games and stuff.
I personally am hyped about this because I like my female superheroes. I call like Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman and Lara Croft, for example, to have their own main stage. And I don't know, I liked the Angelina Jolie version, but something was off from those series of those Tomb Raider movies. You know what I mean? I just didn't believe that she was Lara Croft. You feel me? And I've always been a Lara Croft fan. So I cannot wait for this movie. Is anybody hyped as me, or is it just me?
I think it's just you on this one. No, I'm joking. No, I think it's gonna be a good movie because I really like the reboot. I like the game, and I'm with CHAREECE on the fact that I'm ready for the next game. We already know they're making another one, so they need to go ahead and drop that announcement. I think it might release alongside the movie, which is why they're holding it tight to the vest. So I'm excited all around. I mean, I loved the first two reboot games, especially the second one. I mean, that game was brilliant, man. I really enjoyed it. So, hey, Luca, have you played the new Tomb Raider reboots at all?
I have not.
Check those out. They're pretty good.
I watched the Rad Brad play the first Tomb Raider, and I thought it looked really cool. I didn't play the second one, but I probably am gonna play it sometime soon. Maybe in the dry season for next year, because I want to play it on the X because it looks pretty good. But I like
updating it for it too.
Yeah, from what I watched when I watched the Rad Brad play it, I was like, oh, this actually looks really good. Like, it looks good. I think the movie, honestly, video game movies are not very good. So I'm just kind of like, we'll see. I'll wait.
So you're not gonna see that first quarter? You're not gonna spend that $15.75?
Listen, ma'am. I mean, I'm gonna see it. Like, probably, I'll see it day one.
Oh, that was hilarious. But Luca does have a point. Name the last video game movie that was popping. I'll wait.
I'll wait.
Assassin's Creed was horrible.
Technically,
wait,
Spider-Man. Technically,
wait, I'm still thinking.
Oh,
okay.
Oh wait, Mortal Kombat from like the 90s or something had decent fight scenes.
Yeah, that was like, okay. You know what? For that time period, Mortal Kombat was okay. You know what I mean? It was,
yeah.
But we had like Spider-Man.
Technically, you could say X-Men and Spider-Man.
Yeah, technically.
And X-Men.
Well, that Wolverine game was dope. Come on now. That Wolverine game on 360. Come on now. That was dope.
Oh, somebody sign over there.
What about Ultimate Alliance? Ultimate Alliance, Marvel.
Yes, Ultimate Alliance. Yes. We can say that one and X-Men Legends. We can say those, but everything else, no.
Yeah, you're right. Video game movies is kind of garbagey.
Well, let's just hope that they adapt the game well.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all we can. Luca got me thinking, like, man, do I want to pay $15.75 for this game? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the movie theater and watch this. Then she said that, and I'm like,
oh. Well, the thing of it is,
right. But you're right. But you're absolutely right, though. I'm still hyped on the movie, but I don't want to. It's like a record of like people that make movies fucking up on adapting video games, and I might just find it on the internet. What does that sound?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that's my Dremel. I got a Dremel here, and I'm trying to get something. That was too hilarious. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
I'm gonna tell you what it sounds like. I'm gonna tell you what it sounds like when this podcast is over.
Come on, mid podcast, really?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, you gotta get it in when you can.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. But like Luca said, yeah, there's a bad, record with people doing that. So I gotta see the trailer. The trailer should be coming out soon, and I hope it convinced me to pay $15.75 ticket price. Let me see. I'm looking at the subjects. Okay, I know people want to talk about the iPhone or no.
Or no. Just saying. I'm not a huge iPhone person. I think so yeah, I mean I'm perfectly okay with passing on this topic.
Okay, anybody else? Because I mean some people like it, some people don't. I mean
are you getting one? Like
no, $1,000?
Yo, I just want to point out I went to get breakfast yesterday at my job's cafe, and the cashier, like, she's usually very straight faced, like, like kind of bitchy, but I like her, but she like went on this huge anti-iPhone rant. It was the funniest thing that had happened the entire day. She was like, some of my friends who can't even pay their bills are saying they're gonna get this phone, then they asked me to borrow a 20. What? And I'm like, can I just get my eggs, please, ma'am?
She was triggered for real.
It was so funny. Yeah, this release has got people really upset.
Look, with $1,000, I can move to my own spot. With $1,000, I can fix my grill. You know what I mean? I don't need this, but I don't need $1,000 in my pocket. And if that shit gets lost, stolen, cracked, you just
man, $1,000 to get you an Xbox One X and a TV. Like, bruh, like, come on.
You know what I could do with $1,000?
Drug prices.
I'm just telling you.
Everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna finance it, and that's like
that is even worse.
That's for 2 years.
That's even worse. So you broke as fuck, but you just want to front and talk on the phone. Am I lying?
Oh,
That's all.
I mean, yeah. I personally, I don't care if people want to get it. It's whatever to me. I have a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and then I have an iPhone 6s Plus. So I really don't care. And if you if you don't want the X, you can just get the 8 and the 8 Plus. I mean, they look I really don't like how they look, because those bezels are pretty hideous, but whatever.
Oh, well, to everybody who's getting that then let me find out you financing that iPhone, because I'm gonna clown you. All right.
Like, didn't you say you were broke last week?
Wasn't you did you ask money from me, but you got that iPhone and that matching watch? Nah. It's a no-go. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I stay in a part of the country, like in the Bay Area, they all Apple-centric in this motherfucker. Everybody got an Apple phone up in here. I'm like, no, I'm good with my LG and my special case that don't break my phone, and I'm just fine. But if you guys want to get it and you got money like that, I can't knock you, but don't let me find out you financing that phone. Don't let me find out. I think we're gonna close off the show here. I want to first thank LBOOGIE, even though she had to step off real quick. Her sister's birthday is today, so yeah, it is. Cool. But I really appreciate her, stopping by and hanging with us for a little bit. And we are going to get the outros in order. Let's start with our guest.
All right. I just want to say thank you so much for having me on. I had a blast. Like, it was a lot of fun. Just, it felt like we were just talking regularly and just having fun, like discussing these topics. So, thank you so much for having me. You guys can find me on Twitter at the Ashen Luca. You can also find me tomorrow on Speak Podcast. I'll tweet a new Nukem as a guest. So that should be
cool.
That should be interesting.
It'll be
Love that guy. And then I'm also on Dealer Gaming's channel. That's Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you to everyone in the chat as well.
Okay. Miss CHAREECE. Time to do your outros, girl.
Yes. When I say that I've enjoyed it, Miss Luca, I've been on Twitter stalking you all week since it was announced that you was our guest, and I have been joining your post. I just thought I'd say that because,
awesome.
like I said, I am nosy.
That's awesome.
And if anybody is buying the iPhone and you have some extra money, you slip that in my DMs real quick. I do not mind to pay for my fall gaming. But that's all. I enjoyed this, talking to my girls every other week, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Miss Delilah.
Yes. Oh, thank you for having me on again. I actually absolutely enjoy it, and thanks, Luca, for stopping through. You're awesome, very very awesome person. So we appreciate you in the community and everything.
Oh
and,
yeah, for
hope to
sure.
see you guys in a couple of weeks, and it's been fun.
All right, you guys. Now you know me. This is me, Lady Infamous 415. You know where to go, Lady_Infamous30 on Twitter. Everything Lady Infamous, and also you will see our panel of respective media outlets in the description below. You guys know that I'm going to be doing some Dragon Ball Z, and I'm going to be doing some Oxenfree and Destiny 2 this weekend. I don't know, one of them games ain't going to get played. We're going to see which one. You check us out every other Friday. Where we talk like this all the time. And make sure you check out G.W.G every Friday. Me and Delilah, we over there cutting up. And got to put some sense into these streets. Okay. And once again, 1,000 thank you for Luca for coming and stopping by and, you know, hanging with us and talking with us. I really respect your input in gaming, and I admire you as a person. So thank you very much.
The feeling is definitely mutual.
Mutual.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So this is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, IntermediateGaming.com. And if y'all want to find me, I'm in Destiny. You guys have a good day.
All right, bye.
Good night. Bye, everybody.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.